Yes, welcome to the Wisdom Talks. I'm Joe Wisdom, and it's always my pleasure coming to you every Monday morning from 8. Anyway, from where you are watching us from, the time may vary. But I'm always excited to come to you and share practical wisdom. This is what we call phronesis. Phronesis is practical wisdom. Actually, we have 3 types of wisdom. Number 1 is Sophia. Sophia means theoretical wisdom. You know, we have sonesis. Sonesis is critical wisdom, and we have phronesis. So today I just want to bring phronesis, practical wisdom. And I want to allow me to talk about how we relate with greatness, wisdom for life, how we relate with greatness. Many times we get ourselves having an opportunity to interact, sometimes with the great and the mighty. But how we behave determines whether we'll be admitted to the club of the great or will be dismissed unceremoniously. So most of the times, God will give you an opportunity to appear before a great person. And I've shared in this platform before and said that there are several levels of your gifting, and your gifting has the ability to present you before great men. You say that is in the book of Proverbs 18 verses 16, that a man's gift shall make a way for him and shall present him before great men. Also, Proverbs 22:29 says that, have you seen a man skilled in his own business? He will stand before great men. He will not stand before men of low rank. So when you become skillful, when you are diligent, when you have excellence, that is the only time that you appear before great people. So when you appear when your gift presents you before greatness, how do you behave? How do you behave? Now, number one, I want you to know that whenever you get an opportunity to appear before great men, whether through your gift or through a connection, somebody connects you with someone great, that is not the time, that is not the time to express all your problems. Don't go sharing all your troubles to that person. Maybe you think this person has money, so you share all your troubles, all your problems, how you slept hungry. That is not the opportunity. Actually, never look at those people. Never look at those people, for example, the great, with the eye of earning money from them. That is the wrong perspective. Anytime you want to get help from a great person, just look at the opportunity that you get from that relationship. Look at the benefits, not the monetary benefit. Because if you keep looking at the monetary benefit that you get, you lose it. There are some people, and many times we have lost connections. Many times I've lost friends because they disconnected from us from a point of money. So sometimes you put off somebody. Let me give you a practical example. You meet a very good friend, a good friend of yours, and you connect so well. Maybe there's something you are doing together. There's a project you are doing together. And maybe after a day, they are calling you to borrow you money. Now, automatically you begin to disconnect. You even feel like this person was just connecting with me because he needs money. You see? And especially those new friends. I have no problem with borrowing money from my old friends, because at some point you have journeyed with them. They understand you. They understand your troubles. They know if you borrow, you pay, But for a new person, and especially those people that we term as greatness is not measured by just the amount of money you have. You can be great even in what you do. You can have a big name. There are some people you just draw closer and you benefit from their networks, from their relationships. You benefit from their skills. You benefit from what they have, the grace that they carry. So see beyond financial benefit. And at that point, I would just give you this free advice. Begin to define every relationship that you have. Look at the kind of friends you have. Define them. Define all of them. Don't just have friends around you who have no definition. You don't know what this person is bringing in your life. Check at every friend that you have connected with. There are people you can borrow money. There are people you'll never borrow money. There are people you can share your marital issues or your relationship issues. There are others you can never share with them because they have nothing to offer. Most of the times there are others that you share, even your challenges at work. And they will help you. They have the wisdom, because everybody has something that they can offer. They say that even a mad man can speak a wise word and you just look at him. but they later add something to it that will tell you that he is mad. But at the end of the day, they said something that can be beneficial to you. So define all your relationships. Don't go borrowing money to everybody or from everybody. Don't go sharing your problems with everybody. Don't go sharing your marital issues with everybody. Don't go sharing your relationship issues with everybody. Define all your friends. Know what you're getting from every person. Through that, you realize that you begin to honor people for who they are and what they have. You know, the reason as why we have disconnected from important people in our lives is because we expected from them what they didn't have to deliver. We expected to receive from them what they didn't have to offer. But if you expect me to deliver what I have, I will definitely and comfortably deliver. So define all your relationships. So when you connect with greatness, please make sure that you are not just looking at the monetary benefit. Look at the grace, look at the network, that person, look at other things that you can receive from him. If you need money, go to the bank. Actually, you better borrow from the bank than people. Watu watakuua. People will come for your head. People will threaten your life. People, borrowing people, okay, at some point you can borrow, depending on how you relate with the people. But most of the times, kindly avoid borrowing money from people who you feel are mentors to you, who you feel are there's something else that they are supposed to bring into your life. That is number one. Number two, when you relate with greatness, please avoid familiarity. Avoid being casual with them. Sometimes you can find out that you are relating, maybe your boss, and you realize that maybe you meet with somebody who used to be your boss classmate or something, and they tell you the nickname that they used to give your boss. And when you are walking around him, you begin calling him that name. You are breaking the laws of protocol. You are becoming familiar. You should give them the respect that is due to them. Actually, the Bible says that give honor to them that it is due. Let that person feel that they are respected. Let that person feel that they are honored. Don't breach the social distance. Let there be a gap. Let there be a gap. Don't get so close to them. He says that when you draw so close to the fire, it will burn you. So maintain, and again, when you get so close to people, you find out some of their weaknesses, and you will not benefit. When you begin to see people's weaknesses, you will never partake of anything from them. And everybody has a weakness. There are some people I have for a long time avoided drawing very close to, because I know this is what we do together. But when you get so close to them and begin to decode, when you begin to get some of their weaknesses, you no longer you stop partaking of the grace that they carry. Some of them are even your pastors. Some of them are your business partners. Some of them are your bosses. When you begin to interact with them closely, so closely, you lose it. Maintain the distance that is necessary. Don't get too personal on some issues. Don't break the laws of protocol. So that is number two. We are saying that whenever you are relating with greatness, please maintain the necessary distance. Maintain the necessary distance. Number three, when you are dealing with greatness, it becomes very important to give them their space. The fact that you connect with me does not mean that you freely connect with those around me. I have a case of someone who connected with friends of his friend. The fact that you have been allowed to, for example, if I'm mentoring maybe a young man, and he comes close to me, and I begin now introducing him to my friends. Then he begin borrowing them money. He begin now getting closer to them and doing some things behind my back. And my friends are telling me, yule mtu ulituletea alitupigia simu sijui akatuambia kona nini. No, wait until those friends becomes your personal friend. Don't just ride on the goodwill of your mentor or your boss. There are people who have even borrowed money because of the name of their bosses. And their bosses have been left paying debts. That is how you lose. Make sure that you give them the necessary space that they need. If they feel free to share with you their networks, is okay. If they send you to this person, go to this person, they will help you, that is okay. But avoid as much as possible to just take advantage of a network that you have not built a relationship with. Avoid as much as possible to take advantage of or to misuse or to abuse a relationship that you are not even familiar with. So very, very, very important for you. So when you're relating with greatness, you must adhere to the rules of protocol and the rules of engagement. That was number 3. Allow me to give you number 4. Every time you draw closer to great people, please learn to appreciate even the smallest things that they do to you. Appreciation. Whatever, if you don't appreciate, you depreciate. Anytime you don't appreciate people around you, anytime you don't appreciate anything that people do to you, you depreciate yourself. People will not feel, we don't even do things because you are appreciated, but you feel good when you're appreciated. So don't take anything for granted. I remember a gentleman I was dealing with, and at some point, somebody helped him, but he felt that, huyo mtu akona pesa mingi sana angenipatia, he could have given me more. So you're not even appreciating the little that person is doing. There are people that God will bring to your life, not even to give you money, not even to give you so much, but just to be around you, just to hold you into account. And give time to that relationship. Give it time. With the time, you'll be exposed even to the networks that those people that you're following have. They never built it in a day. So you must also give yourself time. And if you prove yourself with time, then you'll access the benefit of being around the people that or the network that your mentors and your pace setters and your role models have. But don't rush. When you rush, you break. When you rush, you break yourself. So maybe finally, after appreciation, after you appreciate them, let me tell you, even if they said just a small token just to, to help you, appreciate. Appreciation will take you far. Appreciation is very important. Don't take anything for granted. If they tell you that they need to meet you, don't be too busy. Be available for them. If they want to send you somewhere, volunteer. Don't look at how much you are earning. Some of these times, the places they are sending you are open doors. They are open doors for you. You'll be sent to this person. The next time you are appearing to that person, you will not be a stranger. I have seen many people who have inherited networks just because of their sacrifice. We say that in every greatness, there must be an attachment of sacrifice. So sacrifice is the price that you need to pay to rise into greatness. Nobody who rose into greatness without sacrificing. So feel that you need to pay the price, and especially when you need to volunteer your services. Some of the places you'll not be paid for anything, but you'll be given an opportunity to interact with the high and the mighty when you give and when you offer yourself. Remember, there's a gentleman who wanted, he was just he had just completed his course in the university. And after he graduated, there were no jobs forthcoming. So what he did is that he went and looked for a company, and they began volunteering. Now, the good thing about this is that you have access to an opportunity, to a platform to exercise and show out and showcase your talents and your giftings, and your abilities and your skills. With the time when this company had an opportunity to employ people, they considered the person who was giving the services for free. So never just look at monetary compensation or the monetary benefits. Sometimes great networks are born out of volunteering, out of, the things that you do voluntarily and the things that you do not for pay, but just giving your skills. Allow me to stop there today. This is Wisdom Talks. I am Joyce.
Wema TV, the voice of hope.